we the fans of Zack Snyder and the Snyderverse overall is winning. Why? Because we're barely half into the year of 2024. And what have we gotten so far? We got Rebel Moon. We have Rebel Moon 2. We have Rebel Moon 1 and 2 director's cut on the way. We have Rebel Moon 3 that's in the works. What else do we have? Wait, there's more. Twilight of the Gods that's coming soon. And then, of course, with the recent announcement that we saw from WB not long ago, next is 300, the prequel with Zack Snyder. So when people are saying Zack is not doing anything, to give up, that we're the ones that are delusional. Woo! You wish. And this is where we come into play. Because not only we are winning and succeeding with all of this, get comfortable. Because once James Gunn's DCU fails and flops, let me repeat that. James Gunn, his DCU is going to fail and flop. It's not going to get off the ground, all right? It needs to make $1 billion or more. Oh, but that's right. It's not going to, all right? Because we know that it's DOA. And once that happens and we see that, everybody starts finally realizing that with James Gunn, it wasn't the solution. You know what's going to happen? Especially now that Zack is back. Oh, that's right. You know what's going to get a comeback? The Snyderverse, because it's going to get restored. Some of you are like, well, how are you so sure that that's what's going to happen? What makes you so sure and positive that that's what's going to happen? Why would the studio continue and do something when that universe is no longer fixable and you can't do anything with it? You see the excuses that a lot of you have? This is the interesting part. Let me stop and let's analyze this. When we got Justice League, right? Back in 2017, what happened when we got in 2021 with the Snyder Cut? That whole scene with the Flash that we saw in Justice League was a joke. But then what happened with Zack Snyder? And what did he do? With the power of the Flash, he rewind time and he started fixing things. So in other words, Justice League got erased. And the same way that James Gunn is doing and what he did with the Flush to try to erase the Snyderverse, don't think that Zack can't bring back the Flash and also reset the timeline and go back and restore the Snyderverse. And also, while restoring it, erasing everything that James Gunn did and has been trying to do. So, joke's on you. You see, the same way that James Gunn is trying to eliminate and erase the Snyderverse is the same way once his DCU fails and flops, WB is going to be forced to do something because they're going to need money. They have these IPs, and if they're not going to sell them, then what's next? Oh, that's right. You're going to have to come back to Zack and restore the Snyderverse because 1, the fans want it. 2, there's money to be made in that universe still. 3, there's so much to be explored. And not only that, we also have the Ayer cut that we're fighting for. So that's even more to add to the plate because we're also fighting for David Ayer and his vision for the Ayer cut. Because as always, we will stop at nothing. Accept it. All you salty trolls, all you clowns that are out here talking and trying to prove a pointless point is invalid. The fact and the reality is that the Snyderverse is going to get restored. Have to accept it. You can't do anything about it because WB needs money. And once they see that they're back in the green, things are going to change for the better. Guess what? The Snyderverse lives, baby. There's no stopping us. Accept it. The fact is that we're winning. You have to cope and deal with it. As always, hit that subscribe, show your support, and until next time.